If you want to scale your online health and fitness coaching business to 6 figures and beyond, Facebook ads is a great option for you to do it. Here's the kicker though. A lot of online health and fitness professionals don't know how to fully utilize it because they will sit there and either burn through their money, they'll attract the wrong leads, and their offer flat out stinks. So stay tuned in this video. I'm gonna show you guys the exact Facebook ad funnel that we've used with over 900 plus health and fitness professionals on how you can acquire more leads, attract those perfect future clients, and have an amazing, compelling offer that is going to separate you from other coaches. The first thing is most nutrition and fitness coaches just flat out don't know how to run Facebook ads, right? Like I mentioned earlier in the video, they burn through their money. And then what happens is they say, you know what? It's too expensive. You know what? Facebook ads doesn't work. And number 3, you know what? I'm gonna go back to posting organic content and hoping and praying that I'm gonna attract clients to my brand, okay? It's not Facebook's fault. It's you, okay? So you have to look in the mirror and take extreme ownership and be like, you know what? I'm just not at that skill set level to be able to run effective Facebook ads, okay? It's a skill set, guys. It's not something where you just literally pop on and watch a couple of minute videos and just pop on a Facebook ad and just, okay, we're gonna bring in a bunch of clients and it's just a bunch of money-making machine coming on and stuff like that. It doesn't work like that, okay? Everything takes time, everything takes patience, everything takes deliberate skill and work to get better at that skill set and enhance it, and then stabilize, optimize, and eventually expand it, okay? You have to understand that first, okay? Is like there's ways that you guys can spend money to where it's like you're not gonna burn through your guys' money, right? We call it a slow track and we call it a fast track. Slow track can be anywhere from like $20 to $30 a day, okay? The fast track, if you're feeling really good, it could be anywhere from like, $85 to $100 a day on there. All depends on where you're at with your comfortability and also what your budget is as well too, because that's a big factor too, okay? The other part too with running effective ads too is you guys just have to know what the KPIs are and what those understand, right? Is like, okay, what's the opt-in rate, right? What is the cost per lead? What's the cost per click? What's the CTR all percentage, which means stops the scroll? What's the CTR link click-through rate, which means they're gonna read your ad and then click the button to go and opt in, right? As a lead. You have to know and understand all these metrics. And if they get out of KPI, well, you have to have that skill set to turn off the ads, right? And if you don't have that skill set, that's where a lot of people go wrong and they burn through their money because they just leave the ad running and they don't understand the KPIs, right? And then the KPIs go out of whack and then you come back later and you're like $300, $500 down the hole and you're like, what the heck, And basically it's like, again, it's not Facebook's fault, it's your fault because you don't have the skill set and the knowledge yet to be able to understand how to sit there and read the numbers, right? And make logical decisions based off the data. Okay, value number 2 when running Facebook ads, right? Is I see this mistake with a lot of, health and fitness coaches and their offer just flat out stinks. It sucks, guys. Like nobody wants the offer. So obviously when you run a Facebook ad, most of the time, if you're looking to acquire clients online, right, we're going to recommend that the final end destination, right, is going to be booking a call, right? Especially if you're spending or if you guys are selling high ticket, okay? So if you reverse engineer that, that's a great exercise to do a whiteboard, do a piece of paper, have an iPad out and reverse engineer, like literally start from the end destination, like what's the end outcome you want in a perfect scenario? If that is booking a call and handing you $1,000 to $3,000, right? Not handing you, but digitally, like, handing you money. Okay, great. So we reverse engineer from there and how we do that, okay? Most nutrition and fitness coaches mess up because the lead magnet is like basically a cheat sheet. It's like a checklist. It's like a video series, right? It's something that's just not very compelling and it doesn't sit there and solve that bleeding that problem that fits that perfect future client's main pain point. So this is why one thing that we really like doing is a short form masterclass, right? Because webinars are great and all that stuff, but those are mainly more long form and there's a lot of more nuances in that, right? So short form masterclass can be anywhere from like 15 to 20 minutes and you're basically solving a problem for this perfect future client, right? One of the main problems that they are literally like agitated by, what's keeping them up at night, right? What's really just frustrating them within their health and fitness. And then from there, the call to action is to book a call with you, right? You're not talking about your program. You're not talking about anything like that. The next logical step is to book a call, okay? That is where you have to have a good lead magnet in the front end though, to really like in the Facebook ad, get them to click and sit there and opt in as a lead and then consume that lead magnet and then sit there and book a call and then eventually get them on a call and then, close them. So that's one of the biggest things you have to really make that decision is, right? Like, what is this lead magnet going to be? Is it going to match this perfect future client, right? Is there a bleeding neck problem that really this lead magnet solves for that bleeding neck problem, right? What is the sequence after that? Once they opt in, give you your phone number, your name, your email, what's the next step, right? Do they consume it, right? How do they consume it, right? Then after that, what's the next logical step, right? Do they have to fill out an application? Do they have to, just book a call, right? Do they have to DM you a word, right? And then logically, what's that next step? Phone call, a screening, Zoom call, 10-minute call, right? Whatever it is. There's a lot of nuances on here, guys. This is what I'm saying. It's not so easy just to go run an ad and just be like, okay, I'm done. I made it. I'm gonna make a bunch of money. I'm gonna book a bunch of calls to the right people. There's a lot of nuances that go into it, okay? So I'm giving you guys literally the science of reverse engineering what this is, right? And again, this is why in the accelerator mentorship that we have, we help them with the short form masterclass. And obviously the end destination is to book a call, because we spend a lot of time in our mentorship coaching our students on the skill set of sales of closing a $1,000 to $3,000 high ticket transformation offer. So think about that, okay? On what you guys wanna do as far as a lead magnet, is it solve a bleeding net problem, and then reverse engineering it. In a perfect world, yes, like they're gonna go through like your funnel. They're gonna go through in a straight line. They're gonna opt in. They're gonna watch, like, let's say a short form masterclass. They're gonna book a call, right? They're gonna fill out the application. They're gonna do all this stuff, right? They're gonna show up on the call. You're gonna kill it. They're gonna pay you money. That's like a perfect scenario of them going through, right, that straight line and everything being executed flawlessly. Is that gonna happen, guys? No, because we don't live in a perfect world, right? And business isn't perfect either. It gets a little bit messy, okay? So where you guys can make up, right, is the nurture game and the follow-up game. You guys are paying your hard-earned money to Facebook to acquire these leads, right? So it's like, I wouldn't just depend on literally that straight line of the funnel just working the way you guys want, right? I would then go the back door and be like, okay, how am I going to nurture them? Through emails, through SMS. I'm gonna invite them to free things like free virtual workshops. I'm gonna do maybe a scholarship play. I'm gonna invite them to a free group. I'm going to do maybe a 3 to 5 day challenge or boot camp, right? And really what I would recommend, guys, is like when you guys get these leads, like again, like have the cojones and have the courage to literally text this person or literally pick up your phone and call them, guys, right? Again, you're paying hard-earned money for these Facebook leads. Pick up the call and thank them for literally opting into whatever that lead magnet is. Introduce yourself. Hey, Mike, this is Chris from Dynamic Fit Pros. I just want to put a voice to the video or the lead magnet I have, right? And introduce myself. Did you receive it? Did it make it to your inbox? Nice to meet you. What are some of your health and fitness goals? Again, you're just having a conversation, guys. You're not being threatening. You're not soliciting. You're not trying to sell them anything right there. But again, you're paying for these hard-earned leads, guys, and it comes with the territory of literally being aggressive like that in a good way, being the hunter, not the lover, okay? So you have to nurture your leads. You have to follow up with people as well too, guys, because that's where the money is. So the next thing I want you to do is I want you to watch this next video right now that you guys have basically the template of how to run Facebook ads, all the nuances. Watch this next video. We do 10 steps on literally how to build your online coaching business from start to scratch, and it'll help out with coupling it with this Facebook ad training as well too. So enjoy this next video.